It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Lions and the Hawks on Sunday night.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season...
Receiver in motion, headed left. A second down throw for Goff. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face third and a yard. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Short one there, caught by Tremble.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll go play action with Goff. That's caught! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. This is caught at the 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4. And now he's got his offense set up here early with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Brooks. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Moving the tight end right. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 2nd and a yard. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Lions 1st down.
Carry now for Brooks. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Goff. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across. setting up 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 16 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. We'll check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. They'll motion a tight end right. On play action, he'll set up. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now they'll set up to throw. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. They'll motion over Metcalf. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Back-to-back 3 and outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Off he goes. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Putting the tight end in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff to throw. That one taken in by St. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The tight end motioning left here. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing here is Goff. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st down, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Goff to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining, till halftime. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. They'll go play action with Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And a good run there on second down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season, as we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Tank Bigsby, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium, and through the air with a touchdown pass as well. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Justin Fields leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. And he's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is taken in by Dobbs. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
3 yards to go.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll motion over Metcalf. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At the 23-yard line.
Now, faking the give. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing now from the gun. This one on target, it's Dobbs. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This from 34 yards. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Seahawks are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They bring a tight end in motion left. Goff to throw on first down. To the right side, that's St. Brown.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. Here's the Lions punt team now. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
That is intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Wisconsin. And the Lions have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Williams in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run it right here with Brooks. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The Lions will punt this ball away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Off the play fake. He'll look to and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19. At the
So,
15-yard
3
line.
quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now. Check, Panther. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Seattle.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
Here we go. Sack.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's quickly out to Williams. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Give it up the middle to Brooks. Then he works his way past the 25 to the 27-yard line. And now here comes the punt team. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Lions have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Lions offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And they just continue to roll right along. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in the 4th quarter. And they bring them down inside the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
And he's going to be stopped in the backfield, taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he will score again. Touchdown, Lions. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year. And his 3rd of this game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The extra point, up and good. And the Lions stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He finds Metcalf on the slant. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's to Dobbs again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Back to the air one more time.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. There's that man again. Another catch. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.